elements of art are the basic properties of art that may be perceived through the senses. The elements consist of line, form, shape, color, texture, space, and value. A line is a mark made by a pointed tool, often defined as a moving dot. In line, there is difference in width and length. The lines are all different in the pictures. Lines can be curved or straight, horizontal or vertical. Form describes 3D parts of objects, volume, and mass. The keyboard is formed because you can tell it is three-dimensional. The shadow on the wall gives it form. Shape is 2D, unlike form, which is 3D. It shows length and width, as well as geometric and free forms. This star is made up of many triangles. Color is the element of art that is produced when light striking an object is reflected back to the eye. There are 3 properties to color: hue, which means the name given to a color; intensity, which refers to the vividness of the color; and value, meaning how light or dark it is. Texture is the surface quality of artwork when you use different techniques to get different textures. It is used to describe the way a three-dimensional work feels when touched. Space is an area that an artist provides for a particular purpose. Space includes the background, foreground, and middle ground, and refers to the distances or areas around, between, and within things. There are 2 kinds of space: negative space and positive space. Negative space is the area in a painting that is not filled.
Value is the lightness or darkness of tones or colors. White is the lightest value, and black is the darkest value. The value halfway between these extremes is called middle gray.
The principles of art are the guidelines that artists use to organize the elements of art. It is used to create an aesthetically pleasing work of art. Balance is the position of certain objects in a work of art, strategically placed to please the mind and make things look symmetrical and even. The spokes in the bicycle wheel extend from one center point for radial balance. In the Dodge Stadium Memorial, you can draw a line of symmetry between the 2 outside pillars. Unity is when the arrangement or style of the composition are positioned in a way that is balanced and well organized, pleasing the eye. Unity occurs when all of the elements of a piece combine to make a balanced, harmonious, complete whole. Movement is where the subject matter draws your eyes across the composition. It gives the artist control of what the viewers see and how they see it, like a path leading across the page to the item the artist wants the viewer's attention focused on. The way the colors are positioned in a swirly pattern draws your eyes to the center focal point. Contrast refers to the arrangement of opposite elements, like light versus dark, rough versus smooth, large versus small. Rhythm is the way a subject or object is positioned to create a well-balanced and harmonious appeal that works well together. The painting has rhythm because the shapes are repeated over and over again and look uniform even if they are different sizes. The side of the building is rhythm as well because the colors and the patterns are repeated. Emphasis is when one object or subject is given certain characteristics that bring focus and interest to it. The orange tree is an example of emphasis because the tree is the only color in the photo. Pattern is the way objects are arranged in a particular order to create a repetition of events and values. The brick wall is a pattern because they are the same size and every second row is the same. They still look the same even if some are different colors.
In this painting of the scissors, you can see all the different types of elements and principles. You can see contrast between the colors, you can see shape and form within the scissors, you can see line and texture within the art quality itself. This well-known piece of art by Vincent van Gogh serves as a perfect example of a painting that demonstrates all the different types of elements and principles. You can see line, you can see color, you can see contrast of light and dark and of colors, you can see form and the perspective of the painting, and you can see texture and value.